G'day guys, gee, it's been a while since I've been fishing. We've had some pretty challenging weather here in New Zealand, in Auckland anyway. It's been pretty wild, hail, storms, rain, wind, every single day. It's been going on for weeks and weeks and weeks. But today, it's not ideal. There's a little bit of, don't know what you can see there, there's a little bit of sun sneaking through. It's raining currently, as you can see, and it's going to be wind against the tide. It's going to be around about 10 to 12 knots, dropping off in the evening. So I'm really hopeful that it just drops as the afternoon goes. That's going to be the plan anyway. So I'm just going to go to the usual spots. I'm not trying to get big fish. I'm just trying to catch any snapper I can that are of a reasonable size for filleting. I have... Yeah, like most people in Auckland now, we've got serious fishing withdrawals. I mean, it's been weeks. I have not been this long without fishing for about probably 8 years that I can remember anyway. So I'm really hanging out today. I'm looking forward to it. Woo! Let's get down there. Well guys, it's really beautiful down there. There's not much wind, as you can see, but unfortunately it's raining again. So it's not a mission. I'm just going to sort of hang out and just see if it's going to turn heavy or not. There's a real nasty cloud right above us, just looking pretty black, but it's not too bad. It should pass, and a bit of rain never hurt anybody. So it's a bit of a pan around. Here we are down at Half Moon Bay. Yeah, and I think I'm the only one here. I can't see any trailers in the car park, so probably everyone's out at work. But look at that. It's actually really flat, and it is high tide, so as soon as the tide turns the wind will probably come back again. It normally does, but it's looking pretty good. There's the man from Family Boats. He's missing something. He's missing a trailer. Okay, absolutely beautiful out here. I got a bit wet coming out. There's two big squalls came through, but that's looking back towards Auckland there. You can see the weather's sort of coming from that direction. It's just going through over there. There's a big squall there, but it is absolutely gorgeous out here. Tides are starting to turn and go out. I'm just sitting near the reef now, so there's where I'm located, and I'm gonna get rigged up, get into it, get the first cast. Right, so I've got my favourite on, the old smoky shad. I've got a bit of the drag juice from Ocean Angler on it, which I really love. Great product. That one there. Secret sauce. We're just about to drift up to the reef now. I haven't seen any sign here at all, but that is quite often the way. So we're in about 15 metres here, and as you can tell, the wind has just completely dropped off. Right, so we'll just swing on to a gulp. Now that hook has got a little bit of rust on it, but don't worry, it is absolutely sharp. I sharpened it just before. Oh, it's definitely sharp. I just stuck my finger in it. That's it. So that's a gulp, crazy legs. I love these lures when the fishing's, you know, they're not taking the other lure. You just have to change it, mix it up a bit. There we go, we're good to go. Right, have we got any fish on the sounder? No, we haven't. We've drifted a wee way away. I might have to run back. We'll just give one drop here anyway, you never know. Could be something lurking. It's a bit hard to see the sounder because it's the rain has covered it up. This squall should pass in the not too distant future, he says optimistically. Righto, they're directly underneath us. Yep. Ooh, okay, that was a bite. It's not very positioned very well here. Okay, come on, lure, come on. Yeah, the ski's actually facing the wrong way, but that's better. I've drifted off. Sometimes on a ski it's quite hard to actually get the position you want to. Right, so where we're heading, take the old mask off, where we're heading to is straight in front of us here. So this is an island here, another island there, and in between there's quite a bit of current. Where I'm by the reef there, even though the tide has been running for about an hour, there just doesn't seem to be much current at all, which is probably why the fish aren't overly aggressive on the feed. So I'm going to try in between here. It goes from 5 meters down to 20, so it's perfect for an outgoing tide we've got now. And as you can see, the squall has passed, and because of this fine, good quality gear from Rooster and Gull, G-U-L, Rooster, you don't get wet, and I'm very warm. And it's probably about 11 degrees actually, so it's yeah, it's not overly cold, it's good. Right, let's go and do this one. Well, there's fish here. This one is very small, so he'll be letting them go, but at least there's some fish here and we're starting to catch. But this, wow, this is small. Little, tiny little fella. Hey mate, if you could just find your big brothers and sisters, I'd appreciate it. And he's off. Okay. Ooh, there's fish right under us. There's a good sign right underneath, so let's just try there. And a lot of fish underneath me right now. Ooh, got the tail, Wow. Well, good old Noisies has delivered again, and this will be quite a nice snapper. So I'm in about 20 metres of water. I'm only using a 1/2 ounce jig head, and this guy grabbed it pretty much probably 5 metres off the seafloor. He swam up and got it, and he just wolfed it. So I think he's a good size. Quite a bit of weight there. And I've got a little bit of mojo to restore after the last time. Both cameras are working. Oh yeah, he's a nice size. He's a beautiful fish. Hey, welcome aboard. So that's a beautiful snapper. We'll give him a measure up shortly, but the pressure's off now. I've got one to eat, and now I can sort of focus on the jigs a bit more without having to worry if they fail. Okay, put them in the slurry and get going. I've tried every different colour lure that I've got, and I'm only catching really small snapper. It's about, bite time is sort of meant to be starting. What's the time now? Let's find out. Yeah, it's 10 past 4, so really that's, you know, sort of close to bite time. The issue is it gets dark, sort of 5:30ish, so I can't linger too long. But I've even got this little one here. I've just caught 3 or 4 snapper on that, just very small snapper. I've tried big lures, I've tried different colours, bright colours, dull colours, everything. Yeah, so, but what is odd, if you see the sounder there now, see where we are, that's not actually, I'm not drifting at all. So the tide's, you know, it was a 1 o'clock tide, so it's going out, but where I'm not moving. So it's one of those weird tides where it's actually a big tide, it's over 3 metres. But out here, for whatever reason, you just sit in the same spot. And I've had this quite a lot over the years, and when it's like this, the fish just don't seem to be interested in eating at all. Probably because they're not working hard underneath the surface there to, you know, not battling the current. The little fish, of course, will eat all day, but these bigger guys, and there's plenty around, and there's sign everywhere, but they just aren't the slightest bit interested. So I'm sort of thinking I'll probably quite windy now, raining. Well, my little sneak out, you know, weather window didn't really work out. Got pretty wet, but these clothes are amazing, so I didn't get cold. It bucketed down on the way home and got up to probably, it was 15 knots or something. It was just howling as I came through. So I'm going to dedicate in this video to motor neurone research. Now, if you ever come across people collecting for motor neurone disease, it is a disease that can affect anybody. They don't know a lot about it, and you know, they're doing a lot of research on it now, and that's what my amazing cousin passed away of. And so if you're out there and you come across something for motor neurone disease, give them a few dollars, because it's a pretty you know, important thing. No one knows much about it. The more research they do, hopefully they can stop it in the future. So anyway, see you next week.